the way she's bouncing, get that anchor up is going to be difficult. This is, yeah. Anyway, whoop. It's real early and we're on the move again. Don's over there, he's only got his foresail up. Completely no wind, absolutely no wind. So what to do? I'm thinking of getting the cruising chute out, the big greenie. It's in that big blue bag there. But even she needs a little bit of wind. But I won't be going to the beach today, maybe tomorrow. But you see, if that's not flying at all, the chances are, even though it's a lighter sail, the big greenie won't fly either. Charlie bird come to say hello. Hello! Charlie! Charlie's come back to check to see if I'm okay. Where are you? Charlie! Ta-da! A windless area around my boat. It's right around the boat. Windless. Wind over there. Windless. Wind over there. Be nice to me. I think Don's disappeared. I don't know where he's gone. He's probably started his engine. Clean clothes, clean body. But I've been really stinky the last few days. While I was doing this, boat speed picked up. Acting as a giant Genoa with my mainsail here. And we're scooting along. They're dousing myself with cold seawater. They're mostly washing in seawater. I'm getting a bit short on fresh water now. I just use fresh water for the important parts. Yeah, washing washing liquid, lathers in salt water. I can't remember if I mentioned it before, but I use that to wash a lot of things, including myself. It leaves me smelling lemon fresh as well. I'm watching this carefully. If this wind comes up, I'm going to pull that thing in quick. It's blowing quite good now, and I can see more over there. It's now late, and the wind has stopped, pretty much. So I'm doing 2 knots instead of 4. So it's now going to take me about 5 hours to get there instead of just 2.5 or 3 or something. It's dark. Oh well. Got everything turned on down below. Wind died and more than doubled my time of getting here. Hydro's done a great job this trip. Really taking over from me on most of this journey. Need to get up that way a little bit, so got to bend the course up. But she's tight on the wind, so it's a hand job from now on. We need to be up there somewhere, full moon up there. The cruising chute is down. It was up all night, managed to get it down reasonably easy, got it slightly wet in the sea. She's bundled into a squeaky at the moment. Managed to do my 40-minute sleeps throughout the night. Earlier on it was only 35-minute sleeps or 30-minute sleeps. That system worked fine. The boat pretty much sailed itself. I had to do corrections every so often, keep an eye out. Yeah, so we're dead on target, dead on the time that I wanted to be here, is to come in during the daylight. It's a big place, but there's lots of shoals here. Tomorrow will be a nice strong wind to take us up to Magnetic Island, which is where I want to go to. Oh yeah, and I've got my coffee on the go. Oh, you need to wake me up. Yeah, I was okay. I was taking.
No, I asked till I went to sleep.
Yeah.
Then I picked you up about an hour ago.
Yeah. Well, anchor's down. Not the best anchorage I've ever been in. It's rolly. It's a bit exposed. There's a big sandbar around me, but I can't get too close behind it because it's shallow waters. So I'm kind of exposed here, but it's okay. It's fine. Don, I've talked to him. He arrived here late last night. I knew that anyway. He's going to leave today onto Union Island. The weather, I think, is going to be flaky and not much wind, so I'm staying here. I've had enough of no wind things. Tomorrow is going to be some nice strong wind from behind me, which is going to take me straight up there super quick, I hope. That's what's forecast, so I'm going with my forecast. My forecasts have been better. I don't know where he's getting his weather from, but so far he's been wrong most of the time, so I'm going to go with what I know. So yeah, he's trying to get his anchor up. It's a bit of a problem, so I'm going to meet him up there tomorrow. And right now I've got bacon on, coffee is on. Bacon! And then I'm probably going to rest. I need to rest. My legs sore. I have an ongoing problem with my leg that's sore. I just need to stop. I've had enough. That's the difference between our boats. He's a much bigger boat, but it's not much heavier than my boat. This is a short, heavy boat that doesn't like sailing. That thing is a wind machine. Look at the size of the mast. And then behind it you can see Magnetic Island, which shouldn't be a problem for me because I'm a steel boat. Magnetic Island, it's all in the name. But hey, it looks pretty impressive. Tomorrow for me. And so I settle myself down for the night to do a little bit of work. Just about to do some filming for a video. And I was stomping around the boat stark naked because I've just had a wash. And I dried off in the sun. I turn around, these guys are just coming. I'm like, oh no. If you saw the last episode, you might have seen me making a video for my latest song. I did the first part, but still had a few scenes left to film, and the light was just perfect with the palm trees sitting on the surface of the sea behind me. So I put on my costume, and when I got things sorted, I decided to do some filming. Bit embarrassing with another boat looking on. The sunset at the end of the evening was beautiful on the video, but didn't tell me about what was going to happen next. My next door neighbors were dragging anchor, and so was I. They came up so many times to reset that thing. I just let her slip back a little bit, but behind me was some reefs. That was scary. I started to run out of water as I dragged anchor backwards, but then the sun came up. At least I don't need that anymore. Yeah, there are two things in my favor. The tide is at its bottom. It's going to start coming up shortly. The weather's going to come down shortly, and I need to get the anchor up shortly, so it's an up down thing. But you see the way she's bouncing, get that anchor up is going to be difficult. And as soon as it comes up, of course, the boat moves backwards, so it's a trade-off. I'm putting little waypoints where I am, and I'm just seeing how fast we're drifting backwards and checking the depth. This is, yeah. Anyway, whoop. When we bounce down, we're blooming close to the bottom. Do I move or not? Do I risk staying? I'm going to check now to see if we've drifted back in the last 10-20 minutes. That's where we were. And then we went there. That's nearly 200 feet there. That marker which she's sitting on now, I put that on half an hour ago, and she's just moved back a tad. Gets less And then there's that. Duh. Yeah, and it's very open here. The weather's coming from this direction. I looked across and my neighbours had obviously had enough and were pulling up their anchor ready to leave. I'm thinking if they're doing it, I'm going to do it, because the weather will be behind us. So I'm going to have a coffee and then up anchor. I just wish it would stop doing that. That's getting that anchor up is going to be a problem. It's so much more scary when you watch other people doing it. I'd be interested to see what sails they put up. I know what I'm going to do. A tiny little one on the front, that's it. That'll do me. That was close. I know I couldn't film it. Take the snubber off the anchor. As soon as I started doing that, every time the boat bounced, it pulled on the windlass. You're trying to pull the windlass off the deck. Oh yeah. And then come back forward. So the slack on the chain, go back, pull it in, cinch it off, come back, pull forward with the boat. Of course, as soon as the anchor comes off the ground, we're heading back towards that those sandbars over there. We got to 2.9. It was about just over a meter of decks left, and we're bouncing like peg. Right, I'm just trying to get away, because we're still upwind of that bloody thing. I'm away from that. We're in deep water now, but if the engine was to stop now, this would not be helpful. So I'm just trying to get away from there, organize myself, and put a sail up. I'm going to get my course as well. I don't know where I'm going here. I think we're going to try for this magnetic island. It has a strange attraction for me. I'll be doing that joke a lot. I need humor. Another night coming. That at last is Magnetic Island, and we're still about 8 miles from it and doing 2 knots, and the sun is going down. So I'm going to leave it to the last minute and start the engine and go in. It's a big bay, so I shouldn't have a problem. At least I'm not getting thrown all over the boat. Look at that wind. Almost gone. But I just noticed the sunset actually. Look at that. Uncle Don is over there, and I do believe there are some services on shore. What there is, I don't know. We can have a look. Shadmeister and I have had quite a bashing the last few days. This is a bit of the deck where the coverings come off, and I've got to redo it again. And you can see why this deck, part of the deck, suffers. These are salt crystals. There's salt everywhere. The entire boat is covered in salt. All over the place. And I've got to do all the washing up now. Oh dear. Apart from the washing up, I was in such a beautiful place. I just had to come on deck and soak it all in. I was happy to be here on Magnetic Island. And it seems my friend Keisha has her own fan club these days, so for you guys, it's Keisha time. Love's Horseshoe Bay, got a kind of a hippie vibe to it, but I was in need of a supermarket. On the other side of the island was Nelly Bay, so decided to take a bus ride over and check it out. Gotta love the signage here, prepare for cyclone. They've even got a marine animal hotline. Wow. And if you get lost, there's this, a sign that will tell you where you are and where you can go. Also got a terminal where you can catch your ferry to get there. Also something I haven't seen for a while, and that's a snack bar, so I made use of that. Then it was time to go home. Next time on Adventures of an Old Sea Dog, I head off into the Australian bush to look for something rather special. I'm getting into the area where I think what I'm looking for is nearby. I'm getting excited. Don't forget to check out Barry Seadog Perrins. My new single, Halfway, is on there. Many thanks for watching the video. Many thanks to my wonderful patrons for their incredible support. Thank you so much. Live updates and real-time updates on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.